channel. I know it has been a couple of weeks. Your girl has been really bad at filming things. It just felt like October was a little bit of chaos, and I mean, reading 2 books and having 2 book clubs in 1 month, I can't say I will probably ever do that again, but I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the books that I did finish in time for my book clubs. So let's get into those, you guys. The first one being Keep It in the Family by John Mars. I finished this one for my neighbor's book club, and I ended up rating it 5 stars, exactly as I had anticipated. It was so good. The plot twist just kept plot twisting, and just when you thought it couldn't get more messed up and you didn't know where the author was going to take you on this journey, it just kind of kept snowballing, and the interweaving of the really messed up family dynamics and kind of introducing new characters into the mix. It was a whole thing. It had me on the edge of my seat, and at one point in time, there was a moment where I just like gasped. I couldn't actually believe what I was reading, what was going on. So I really did enjoy this book. I rated it a 5. My girlfriend says I'm very generous with my star ratings. That could be true because I don't think anybody else in the book club rated it a 5, but they did give it a solid 4, 4.5. I think there was some lower ratings as well, but regardless, I love this book. I do want to pick up more books by this author eventually, maybe post Christmas or post kind of holiday season, because I'm kind of shifting into more like cozy, feel-good, Hallmark style books, if you know what I mean. All Hallows. Okay, so this is the book that I read for my book club, and I think out of the 5 of us, me and my friends that were reading it, 3 of us finished it, the other 2 did not. So they didn't have actual ratings because they didn't complete it. So my one friend was so funny. She was like, we were there making crafts, it was a whole thing, and she's like, oh my god, you're being so nice. I would kick everybody out right now that did not finish the book. And I died laughing a little bit. It wasn't for everybody. I get that. It wasn't for everybody. I ended up rating it a 4 because I loved the overall, spooky, eerie vibes of this book. I love that it took place in the 80s, so people didn't have cell phones. They literally had to run for help or, pick up the landline, which I thought was pretty cool. And the only reason why I ended up rating it a 4 is because the end was more like gory, I guess, than I would have expected. I'm not really like a gory type of gal. Still really well written, kind of, turning page after page. I did really enjoy everything that was happening, minus the yucky bits. So that was All Hallows. And I didn't even realize there's a literal face on this book, you guys. I was like 3/4 of the way through, and I was like, oh, this is a really chaotic cover. But there's literally a face and 2 eyes. You guys probably saw that before I did. I felt really silly that I didn't realize that. But yeah, my first book by Christopher Golden. I enjoyed it. Again, solid spooky season read, 4 star. Really enjoyed my reads. A 4 and 5 star in the month of October is super solid, considering it's been very kind of on and off this year for me. And as I said a few minutes ago, I was terrible at filming, so when I had everybody over for my book club, I didn't film anything. I also literally got my period probably 30 minutes before everybody arrived, and was sitting in my chair with a heating pad, just like trying to be alive. So that was a vibe. I still had so much fun with all my friends. I ended up going to Bead World to get the crystals and things that I wanted for my spooky moon wreath, which I did finish, and I can't wait to show you guys. And when I was there, I had never been to this giant bead store before. I didn't know how freaking cool it was, but they had these little charms for all different types of holidays, Halloween, Christmas, but the Halloween ones are right up at the front. So I found these cute little Halloween charms and decided to stick them on a pair of earrings for myself, and I thought they looked super cute, so I ended up making different ones for my friends as like a little thank you for joining the book club and coming over for craft night. So I got to do more fun kind of creative things that I love to do in the month of October, and honestly, hadn't done for a few months. So that was really lovely. And now we're moving into November, you guys. We're moving into November. I'm thinking I've decided what holiday book I want to read next. I don't know. I'm really like, I read the synopsis of things and it really has to grab my attention or give me a specific feeling for me to go, yeah, that's the book that I'm going to read. I think I've got that with this book that is currently in my Amazon cart, but I'm not sure. So once I decide what that's going to be, I will let you guys know. I also think I'm going to DNF the Whatever Happened to Janie book because I picked it up yesterday and was kind of reading it again and just not super into it. So I need to find myself some new books to read for the last couple of months of November. Also, I should actually mention that I picked up, it's Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Smoking book, which I have read twice before. I'm going to try reading it a third time because I went 2 full months without vaping, and then I've kind of taken a few steps back here, and that's all a part of the process. As we know, relapse is part of recovery. So I did start reading that this morning, like just a handful of pages in, but I remember it being very supportive in terms of your mindset as you're stepping into the quitting process. So I am reading that for more of an educational / self-help book, and then something kind of cozy here for November. And the final reveal of my moon wreath, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm actually like over the moon with how it turned out. Look at this. It's got these like beautiful jewel tone purple and blue kind of flowers. I don't know what the heck this spriggy thing is, but I picked it up at Michael's and I feel like it just added a little bit of softness to the overall vibes of the wreath. And then instead of doing like a little moon charm, I just found this little silver, I don't even know, little silver charm with a bead inside to hang from the top of it. And then ended up, again, I'll show you guys the Pinterest inspo picture. It's very much the same. I was kind of just going off those guidelines of whoever created the OG moon wreath in this way, but oh my gosh, you guys, like so stunning, so happy with the way that it turned out. And then ended up putting it above my little altar here, which I just think is kind of perfect because I ended up moving the dream catcher that was originally on this wall, and now it's, you know, kind of witchy vibes. For you guys, thank you so much for being here and for watching. You know, I finally did wrap up my reads for the month of October. The 2 book clubs was a lot, but it was also really fun, and I'm just ready. I'm so ready for snow and Christmas and all of those festive vibes that should be here any minute now, you guys. I can't wait to decorate with you and, you know, figure out what book I'm going to read for November and December and keep you guys posted. So of course, if you like this video, I would encourage you to like, share, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.